All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about are the benefits of actually using YouTube to build an email list. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. And what's even better than that is that Google owns YouTube. So instantly you just maximize your traffic that easy. Now, YouTube has over 2 billion active monthly users, right? So that's a lot of people hitting their platform on a consistent basis. Now, if you look at just the month of October of 2023, they had over 32 billion people hit their website, right? Super powerful. Now, when I looked at the data on Google, and I'm gonna actually show you this here in a minute when we jump on the computer. When I looked at the data for Google, they had over 80 billion site visits, right? So just think about the opportunity there, right? So you're gonna really be able to position yourself in front of the right people. So that won't be an issue for you when it comes to YouTube. Now let's talk about another thing. YouTube has long-term search traffic. So what does that mean? That means that you could put up a video today and that video could stay up for 6 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? I still got videos right now that generate views consistently every day. Also, it generates income. Also, it generates new leads for my business. And the same things can actually happen to you once you actually learn the skills and actually start using YouTube as a way for you to generate leads. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna jump on the computer and I'm gonna actually show you the data and what I was talking about earlier. All right, so the website we on right now is called SimilarWeb. So SimilarWeb, what it does is it analyzes websites and it looks at the amount of traffic they're getting and it pulls a whole lot of other data, which is actually pretty cool. But I just want to use this to show you what I was talking about versus me actually just putting something out there and just, hoping that you believe it. All right, so let's actually look at the data. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type right here, I'm gonna type YouTube in there, and then I'm gonna go right here to youtube.com. All right, so as you can see right here, it says number 2 search engine in the world. Now, if you look right here, it says total visits. It says 32.7 billion in the month of October of 2023. That's where the data is coming from. If I actually went to YouTube, it would actually pull that up and show it. So that's the data that I was looking at. All right, now let's actually go here and we're gonna put in Google. Now, if I type in Google, and I come over here and I look at the data, you can see the number 1 search engine, right? It's the number 1 website in the world. Now, if we look right here, you can see it says 87 billion people hit the website just in October of 2023. And I only know that because I know I use the extension. I use this extension right here. So let me just show you an example. So if I come up here and I click on this SimilarWeb, if I move myself over, let me move my camera over, you can see right here, it shows me October of 2023. Right, so you can see that's a ton of traffic. So that's what's happening when you leverage a website like YouTube, and then also at the same time, because Google owns YouTube, you can leverage both of those platforms, which is extremely powerful. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to step number 1 of actually building your email list. All right, so step number 1 when it comes to building an email list is you have to create a lead magnet. So what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something that you create of value, that's the key word there, of value that can get somebody to a quick win. All right, so think about this. If you've ever been walking in the mall and you went into the food court area and you notice it's a whole bunch of restaurants, right? But some of the restaurants in there, they actually have somebody like kind of walking around the mall and giving you like these samples, right? Or like if you've ever went to Sam's or anything like that, the same thing happens. Why do they do that? Because they know if they get you to actually taste it and you like it, you're gonna actually buy it, right? So that's the whole concept. And the same thing applies in marketing. If you create something of true value, and you give it to them and they actually go and do that thing and get a result from it, what you're doing is you're building trust with that person, right? They're gonna trust you a lot more and they're gonna be more willing to take action on things that you put out in the future, right? And this is very important when it comes to lead generation. All right, now what I'm gonna do here in a minute, I'm gonna jump on the computer and I'm gonna actually show you how I go about doing research to actually find what it is that people are actually interested in and what they need help with. All right, so what you're looking at right now is a tool called Google Keyword Planner. So Google Keyword Planner is what we're gonna use to actually come up with lead magnet ideas. Because the thing about coming up with these ideas, you don't just wanna come up with an idea out of nowhere and just just think that that's what people want, right? You always want to look at the data, and Google Keyword Planner, it actually gives us the data behind what it is that people want, all right? So let me actually take you through my process. So first thing you do when you come inside of Google Keywords Planner, you're going to go right here under planning, you're going to click Keyword Planner, and then you're going to come right here to where it say discover new keywords. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. All right, so this is where you want to pay attention. So what you want to do here is you want to enter in here words like template, PDF, report, and there's a whole lot of other words, but the main ones that I use are template and PDF, okay? So that's what you want to type in there first. So I'm gonna type template. And then after that, I'm gonna associate the space that I'm in, right? The type of content that I talk about. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put YouTube, okay? So if I'm trying to create a lead magnet and all I talk about on this channel is YouTube and video related things, then I already know who my audience is. And that's very, very important when it comes to creating a lead magnet. You really have to understand who that person is. And since I understand who those people are, I know that they're gonna be typing in things that have the word YouTube in it, right? So what I would do is I would combine these two words, and to explain what's about to happen, it's about to associate the words template and YouTube together to find specific keywords that people are searching for, and it's going to give me the demand behind it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit get results. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and move me all the way up here to the right corner. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and hit the X on this, and then we're gonna look at these keywords. So you can see right here, template, YouTube, we don't really care about that keyword. That was just so it can associate it. But now when we go down here, you can see right here, it says YouTube banner template. You can see that gets between 10,000 to 100,000 searches every single month, right? And then this is more of like an average, so 27,000 on average. So that's a lot of people who want a YouTube banner template. So what should I do? I should actually go through the process of actually creating a valuable banner template that people can actually use, and then people will opt in and they'll become leads, right? So these are the things that you got to do for whatever space that you're in, right? You got to be able to create something of value, give that away for free. And when you give it away for free, make sure that it's actually good and it's going to actually get them a quick win, right? That's in part of this entire process. All right, so let's take a look at another one. So you got right here, it says YouTube intro templates. You can see this one gets 100 to 1,000 searches a month. Then we got a YouTube thumbnail template that gets 1,000 to 10,000 searches every month. So hopefully you're getting what I'm doing. I'm looking at what it is that people want, and then I'm looking at the demand, and then I'm using that demand because now I know that people are actually interested in, so I'm not actually wasting my time creating something that people don't care about, right? You always want to do that, whether you create content, lead magnets, or whatever it is. Always go look at the data to decide if it's even worth your time. All right, so now that you've done your research, now what you want to do is you actually want to start working on creating your lead magnet. So as you can see right here, it says YouTube description template. So where did I actually get the name for this? Well, I got the name from the data, because when I went and I did the keyword research to see how much this specific term gets, it gets 100 to 1,000 searches every single month, right? So people have an interest in some type of description template. So what did I do? I put together this template right here. So it goes line 1, this is what should be there. What's line 2 and 3, and so on, right? And what did I do? I created a video that walked people through those steps. So now I have a video that continues to generate traffic and at the same time generate me leads, because they watch the video and go through the template. And what most people do is they just download the template or put their information in my capture page, which I'm about to show you here in a minute. And then when they do that, now they get access to it, so they can keep, they can hold on to it and always use that as a guide for them to write their descriptions. So you see, it's something that can easily help them get a quick win. Okay, so now let me actually show you the page. So this is how you actually get your lead magnet over to people. So it says right here, download your free YouTube description template, and this is 100% proven to boost your video rankings. So when a person comes here, they click give me my template. So then they click on this, they put their email in this box, and then I have it emailed over to them automatically, right? So there's automation in the process. So I actually use a tool called system.io. It allows me to build my pages. It also collects all of my leads, and then it has the automation and all of that stuff in there. And I will leave a link down below in the description so you can check out system.io, since it is free for you to get started. All right, so boom, they put their email in here and then they're sent over to this page right here. So it says, thanks for getting access to my YouTube description template. Now go check your email within the next few minutes to confirm that the email didn't go to the spam folder. This part right here is very, very important. The reason I said that when they put their email in, you want it to be sent over to them, because what happens is sometimes people will put a fake email in. And if they put a fake email in with the way that I have mine set up, they're not going to get the lead magnet. So you want to make sure that it's actually sent over to them versus as soon as they put their email in, it's right there for them. That's just a tip I want to give you. All right. So boom, they come to this page, they get it into their email. And now what you can do is you can start sending out newsletters and continuing to build that relationship with them. Okay. So now we're going to talk about what should actually be in that first email. So this right here, what you're looking at is actually a lead magnet as well, right? I've used this in another video on another channel. So you can see right here, when they first get the email, what you want to do is you want to greet, introduce, show appreciation, give, and set expectations, right? So how do you do that? Hey, first name, it's whatever your name is. And I want to thank you for signing up for whatever it is that they signed up for to get on your email list. As promised, here's the lead magnet. So it's important that you get them the lead magnet immediately, right? Don't write this long, extensive email. You want to make sure you position that up at the top. All right. And then right here, expectation moving forward. Also, every week or so, I'll continue to send you even more valuable tips to help solve the problem that they opted in for, because it was obviously an issue that they were having and they opted into your lead magnet to actually get the solution to their problem. Okay, so now we're moving on. And this is more of a bonus. So say to them, if they never want to miss your emails about XYZ, and XYZ is that problem that they opted in for. So when people opt into something or they subscribe to a channel or whatever it is, they're looking to get similar information to that almost every single time. And that's a very, very important thing for you to remember. Okay, so boom, that's the whitelist opportunity. And then I got like a welcome email example down there at the bottom, but that's the basis of it, right? Just to sum it up, you greet them, you introduce yourself, you show appreciation, you give, and you set expectations. Now that you know the process of building your email list on YouTube, the next step in the process is to actually get views on your videos, which is why I created my 6-part video training series that's going to walk you through exactly how I consistently get views here on my YouTube channel. It'll be the link down below in the description. All you got to do is click it, go ahead and enter your information, and it'll start you out throughout the rest of the email course. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.